We're going to talk to the opposition now because joining us is the Shadow Education Secretary, Laura Trott. It's great to have you.
Good morning, lovely
with
to be
us.
here.
Good to have you. Right, you're proposing a legal age of consent for social media at 16 years old.
Yes.
What is that? Is that a ban?
Essentially, yes. I mean, technically it was raising the age of consent on social media to 16, but it will, in effect, mean that under 16s are banned from social media.
OK, that's
I
clear.
should say, at the outset, we don't expect this to be perfect in the way that actually the alcohol ban for under 18s is not perfect at the moment, but it's a clear statement of intent that social media is dangerous for young people.
So your press release says platforms like TikTok, Snapchat would fall within the scope of the Conservatives' policy. So this is, how do you define this? Is this YouTube? Is this any platform with an algorithm? What is it?
Yeah, so it's user-to-user social media. We've got an amendment down in the schools bill at the moment, so this is not a hypothetical discussion, which has been put forward by Lord Nash. And what it would do would take under 16s off social media. And the emphasis will be on social media to enforce
So is that YouTube as well, just to be clear?
That will be YouTube as well, yes,
okay.
but not messaging services like WhatsApp.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So we put out a bit of a call to viewers and listeners to come in and give their opinion on this. Normally in these interviews, what I would do is I pull out the ones that disagree and put them to you and ask you to respond. Yeah. I haven't had any. That's the honest truth. It's purely been people in favour of this.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
Simon, first year UK uni student here, I think it's an amazing idea, but it should be extended to 18. There's no benefit to young people doom scrolling. We've had, other people, Leighton, for example, that parents should be held accountable. It should be done. We've had Australian school teachers, Catherine, saying from a teacher in Australia's perspective, yes, some students can work around it to some degree, but it gives power to parents. I mean, it does feel like there is, I mean, I'm sure there'll be people who say, oh my goodness, I totally disagree with it, but there's been a lot of support in the inbox as well. Some people saying we should go further and that people shouldn't be able to set up a social media account without proving who they are, like giving a national insurance number or a passport or something like that.
Well, look, I think we should look at how Australia does and learn the lessons of implementation there. We should also learn the lessons of the Online Safety Act here because there are restrictions in place at the moment on content that children see online, which is actually being very beneficial, for example, in young people accessing pornography sites directly. But what you say, Sophie, is totally right. It's completely reflective of every conversation that I've had with parents and, crucially, also with young people. When I talk to them about smartphone bans in schools, for example, I was expecting them to be cross that I'm the person coming in and saying we should take phones out of schools. But actually, the one reaction that I get most often is just relief. They want adults to step in and do something about this. And if you look at all the polling, it shows actually that young people don't want to give their children phones when they have them because they know the damage it's doing to them and their mental health.
Can I talk to you about X?
Yeah.
Because look, there's been an awful lot of coverage recently about Grok, the kind of AI tool, effectively undressing people.
Yeah, it's gross.
Right, which is completely disgusting. Are you on X yourself?
I am on X, yes.
Have you thought about coming off?
No, but I think that this is not just a problem for X. We have an issue with AI-generated porn
I accept
and
that, and I know a lot of people have been saying that, but it is a specific problem for X as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
the owner of
yes.
X is doing his own, mocked-up pictures of Keir Starmer in bikinis.
But we should be regulating this. This should be something which is regulated. We took some steps when we were in government to do this. The government are now, I think, going further on that with some amendments, actually, that we just didn't get time to finish.
It would be quite a strong statement, though, wouldn't it, if MPs, politicians just stopped using the platform?
But that's not...
criticise it and still use it, can you?
Yes, you can, because it's really important that there is a regulatory environment which shows companies how they need to navigate this situation, because this is a huge issue. We have unbelievable amounts of child sexual abuse imagery being generated by AI tools at the moment. Right? This is not just Grok, it's so much bigger than Grok. It is important that we're talking about this because this is an issue which we all have to deal with across a number of platforms. We need a regulatory environment that makes it very difficult for AI to do this. That is something the government has to put forward. It is not just about X.
Laura Trott, thank you very much indeed. Laura Trott speaking to us there, the Shadow Education Secretary.